All right, so we're going to talk about if offline ads actually work. So Neil, I came up with this topic because I was looking at a tweet. It says why B2B companies buy airport ads. So vast majority of IT buyers travel, and according to Nielsen, 80% notice airport ads, 42% take action after seeing an airport ad, 36% visit a website associated with an airport ad. And so then it also says 900 million flyers will board a plane via an HSBC branded gate this year.
Have you seen the HSBC branding gates? A lot of times when you board a terminal, it says HSBC. I've seen that for so many years. It's great branding.
Yep. But do you use HSBC?
Actually, I do. But I use them before that. Back in the day, we were banking with the bank. It got acquired. That bank got acquired by another bank, and that bank eventually got acquired by HSBC. So that's how I ended up there. Not because I signed up with HSBC. It was more so a bank account that I had when I was like 8 years old with my dad.
I remember when the crypto stuff was really hot. It was a bull market, right? And all the Miami airport ads were like BlockFi. It was like this exchange, that exchange. Actually, when I went to Turkey recently, Neil, there's a crypto exchange that has all the gates branded. Literally, like it's like inscribed into the gate, and like they took over everything, right? I did go to their website afterwards, and I started looking them up. So I actually took an action there. So.
Yeah, they're effective. Just because offline advertising isn't digital anymore, some of it's starting to merge into digital and they're adjusting it, such as making these offline, billboards all digital and you can buy them through the web. But the thing is people wouldn't be doing them if it didn't work. So the question is how can you end up leveraging ads, whether they're offline or they're digital, or online, whatever you want to calling it. The real question is does it convert and which channels? And just like normal online ads that you guys are buying, the offline ones, we see some work, we see some don't. You can't just go buy offline ads and expect them all to work extremely well. You got to think about where are your target customers and audience? How do you get in front of them? And more importantly, what's a creative that you use to grab their attention so that they're willing to take action? So there's a lot of variables that can make an ad work or not work. It's more so if it's not about if it's online or offline, it's more so can you do all the other elements well and can you get it at a reasonable price? Because if you're overpaying for it, it's going to make it that much harder for it to work.
Yeah, marketing 101 at the end of the day is just finding where the attention is and where your audience is hanging out. Why is it when you're driving on the freeway, you see a lot of these personal injury lawyers and like all this different stuff? We're like, go buy weed from this store over here because people are stuck in traffic and then you're getting a lot of that real estate. So it just depends. And it is important to look at where you can not only find where your target audience is hanging out, but where the attention is underpriced.
Yes. Do you remember that story? What was the company that sold to eBay? The guy, who was it? Ex-eBay CEO, was it Meg Whitman? That was it?
Meg Whitman? Yeah.
And what they would do is they had billboard ads targeting her drive to work and home, and they kept showing their company and they ended up getting acquired. Really effective strategy. They got purchased by eBay. So it can work. You just got to get creative with it. And I think that's a problem that most people struggle with, not just with offline ads, but also their online, is how do you get super creative and do something unique so that way it not just stands out, but it grabs people's attention?
The IT buyers are the IT marketers they typically aren't that creative. And so when you go to an airport, you just like the best servers or whatever. So you like see like these or whatever. Like who gives a crap, right?
You're so right. They're like best servers, 99.9999% reliability. Like it's like, okay. They're not getting creative at all with them. And just because your buyers are IT buyers doesn't mean that they don't want to be entertained. Yes, they're in IT, but they're humans just like you and I. So try to be a little bit more creative with your advertising.
Yeah, you gotta evoke emotion, right? So I believe with AWS, what they do is like build on AWS, and what they do is there's kind of a story behind it. It's like this big company, Airbnb builds on AWS, right? And I don't know if they actually do, but that's an example. It's like, oh well, Airbnb does it. Maybe we should take a look at AWS, right? That evokes emotion, and that's what good marketing is.
Yeah, and the funny part is right now everyone's like AI this and AI that and how it's going to really change everything. But the thing about AI is if you are doing the same thing as everyone else, it's going to create more Me Too campaigns. And when we say Me Too, we're not talking about gender or that women's movement of harassment. We're talking about Me Too, like Where's Waldo, right? With Where's Waldo, everyone's in that, you have to find Waldo where he's in that white and red striped shirt. And now everyone's looking like Where's Waldo, in which, you know, everything's blending in because everyone's using the same tools to create the same type of campaigns.
Now, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'm here to answer them and help you out. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, tell people about it. Thank you very much.